With the title of this one, I sort of feel like I'm in a commercial. This one is called the 424 QuadroWave X-4. It is based on a Liverpool tactic, a 4114 that we have not looked at. However, we have looked at a 433 Volpiano earlier, so I might add this to my collection to take a look at in the coming weeks. Now, they did use Bournemouth. Thank you for using another team other than Man City. It looks like they got 83 points in this season, and fantastic result. Unfortunately, no other trophies here. But the tactic does say in the description that it was inspired by the work of the Liverpool 4114 and improved on the previous X3 QuadroWave version. So we're going to jump in with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town. So let's just go ahead and get into the Premier League and see how they did. Well, looking at the Premier League, it worked very well. 96 points for Liverpool is through the roof. 119 goals is very well done. Fourth place, Aston Villa with 80 points and 91 goals. Yeah, I'd say this worked. Schedule-wise, unfortunately, out in the FA Cup third round immediately against Leicester. Carabao Cup, they beat Aston Villa along the way in the fourth round to get to the Cup final, beating Tottenham 2-0. They get to the Europa League semi-finals but lose out handily in Rome 1-5 after beating them at Anfield 3-1. Oy. So overall, first place and by a far margin over Man City is phenomenal, no question about it. Semi-finals of the Europa League, they could have done a little bit better, but not too bad. FA Cup, that one hurts. But Carabao Cup winner, at least you got two. Squad-wise, Green's sort of there. I mean, you've seen worse, you've seen better. 40 goals, though, for Salah is through the roof. 22 for Diaz and Jota, 21 for Nunez. Assists, 22 for Szoboszlai and 21 for Trent. Average rating Salah, of course, with a 7.50. Aston Villa in the domestic cups, we already saw that they lost handily in the Carabao Cup fourth round, and they lose out in the fourth round of the FA Cup 1-3 against Chelsea. They get to the Europa Conference League semi-finals just like Liverpool, but lose out against Villarreal. Two reds. Did not help. So overall, I mean, the Premier League, this is a good season for Aston Villa, no question about it. Sure, they're fourth. They do get Champions League next season, though, but 80 points is through the roof for them. Not through the roof, but it is pretty nice for them. And as I usually say, if you take control of this tactic, you can definitely do a better job than this. I'm on a holiday season. This is a flat sim. I'm doing nothing but my assistant coaches, and coaches are doing all the work for me. But they get the Premier League, not bad. Semi-finals of the Europa Conference League, again, not bad. I still think you should have beaten Villarreal, but the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup were not great. And they don't have a lot of green, but actually that's probably about average, or they're not too bad green-wise for them. Goals, 24 for Moussa Diaby, 17 for Zaniolo. Assists, 18 for Luis. Not bad. I mean, we've seen better. But Robin Olsen up there, but Moussa Diaby gets a 7.22. Data hub for Liverpool, through and through attacking, very well done. Defense looks pretty nice themselves. 3.13 goals per game, 0.87 conceded, 0.9 xG against. Not bad. Aston Villa really only missing out on the goals. Their shots are not bad. Their non-penalty expected goals per 90 is not bad either. Defensively, they're pretty much on par with their normal. 2.39 goals per game, 1.26 conceded, 1.24 xG against. Premier League stats, Liverpool with 2.53 points per game, Aston Villa with 2.11. Most goals, 119 for Liverpool, Aston Villa with 91. Fewest shots against, 265 for Liverpool, Aston Villa with 357. Most dribbles made, Liverpool making the list with 646. And most shots for Liverpool with 655, 596 for Aston Villa. So, of course, as we switch our sights to the championship, Ipswich Town did very well. 107 points, a good margin above second place Leeds, but not a huge one. But 116 goals is very nice. Norwich, though, 109. Domestic schedule for Ipswich Town, yeah, not the greatest showing. Carabao Cup out against Cambridge in the second round, 2-2 on penalties. And out against Everton in the FA Cup fourth round and the replay, 1-2. But overall championship, I mean, phenomenal result as usual. We have definitely seen better, but first place is first place, and they're on to the Premier League next season. Squad-wise, yeah, they usually don't get the green, so I'm not too unhappy with that. But, I mean, they got a couple more, but 17 goals for Connor Chaplin, 14 for George Hurst, assist 22 for Leif Davis, always a phenomenal player, and he gets the 7.54 top rating as well. Championship stats, 2.33 points per game this time around. Most goals in first with 116. Norwich after playoffs gets to the 114 mark, but few shots against in second with 335. Most dribbles made in seventh with 721, and most shots for in second this time around with 792. But now on to this two-shaped tactic. Sweeper, keeper, and defend is where we start. Wingbacks on the left and the right in attack. Ball-playing defenders in defend in the central spots. A DM in support next to a CM in support. Inside forwards in support on the sides. And advanced forwards in attack up front. Balanced mentality. In possession attacking with a standard. Approach plays pass into space. Focus play down the left and the right. Passing directness is shorter. Tempo is higher. Low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly, and roll it out. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, and step up more. So overall, how did it do for our three teams? Not bad at all. I'm not going to say it's too much higher than average, though, is the only thing. 107 points, 116 goals is very nice. Don't get me wrong, we have seen a lot higher in a lot of different tactics, though. But it still got them to the tops by a good margin, so overall, it's definitely usable. Definitely one to take a look at. Liverpool, 96 points, is definitely higher than usual. 119 goals is too. Aston Villa with 80, it's a little bit higher than usual. So I think there are other tactics that you might want to use and take a look at more, but if you like this formation, if you like to have a CM and a DM, then this is definitely one to take a look at and see how it works for your squad. And again, I'm not doing anything this season, so this is the result of that save. And I think all teams did very well. I think this is a very usable tactic. But that is it for me, Sefian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.